Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about what I believe is one of the best new save switches in Go Battle League, Double Kick DUBWOOL. DUBWOOL is a pure normal type Pokemon with the moveset of Double Kick, Body Slam, and your choice of Wild Charge or Payback, but personally, I believe Payback is a must. While I'm not 100% sold on the team that I used with it, DUBWOOL was an absolute star on the save switch, winning switch advantage in situations I was not expecting. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and check out Double Kick DUBWOOL in action in the Great League. Nightmare lead in the first match, Defense Deoxys into Trevenant. I save switch into DUBWOOL. Trevenant, farming up, goes for a payback catch onto Drapion, but I'm able to hold on to my energy, and now DUBWOOL with an energy advantage is about to absolutely crush this Drapion, firing off a second Body Slam. It lands, and suddenly the Drapion is in the red health. This is where DUBWOOL is at its most deadly with an energy lead. I'm able to reach a third Body Slam, and now Drapion has a choice. Do they fight for switch advantage? They decide to let it go, and DUBWOOL has now won me switch advantage, which is incredible, because that means I get to align my Obstagoon on this Trevenant later in the game. Trevenant farms up, fires off a Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb, not enough to KO. The bulk of DUBWOOL coming in clutch, and I get one final double resisted Body Slam onto Trevenant. And now I have the alignment that I want. Obstagoon onto the Trevenant. This Trevenant does have a massive amount of energy. They're going to fire off a Seed Bomb. I do tank a Seed Bomb, and then I'm going to fire back with the Night Slash. Night Slash would be doing a ton of damage. Trevenant commits the shield, and I get the Night Slash boost. Things are looking even worse for the opponent's Trevenant now. You know what? I'm boosted. I am deciding to shield. They fire off another Seed Bomb. I'm firing off another Night Slash. Night Slash does get the second shield. Whatever the opponent has in back does not want to see Obstagoon either. They should be able to reach 2 Seed Bombs before I reach my next Night Slash, and they're able to reach the second. It'll be close, but I should be able to survive this. Seed Bomb does get me pretty low. In the back, they have Shadow Wall Rain, and I get to land a boosted Night Slash. Night Slash does a ton of damage, and I bring in Defense Deoxys. Deoxys will be able to counter down and leave with the Psycho Boost, and that should be enough to take out the Trevenant. Able to counter down. In comes the Trevenant. They don't have a move loaded. Deoxys, Psycho Boost, taking out the Trevenant, and that is a good game. Hopping into the next match, and the bad leads continue. Defense Deoxys into Gengar. At the very least, Gengar takes super effective damage from Psycho Boost, so I'm going to stay in, fire off a Psycho Boost, and then try and catch onto my DUBWOOL. Psycho Boost gets the shield. I switch, not able to catch. They farm up a ton of energy. I don't want to get Focus Blasted here. I respect it. It's a Sludge Bomb, and then in comes Medicham. At the very least, we've baited out the counter user, and I'm just going to try and get it as low as possible with DUBWOOL. DUBWOOL continuing to farm up. Opponent throws on alignment and gives me a free double kick. That's huge. This is a power-up punch Medicham, though. They are boosting the amount of damage their counters are doing. DUBWOOL fires off a second Body Slam. Medicham getting quite low. DUBWOOL able to reach a third Body Slam, and unless Medicham shields, which they do not, DUBWOOL somehow able to take switch from a counter user. Gengar able to farm down, and that's a little scary because Sludge Bomb will do a lot of damage here. They fire off the Sludge Bomb. In the back, they have Shadow Skarmory, and I bring in my Defense Deoxys. My Deoxys has taken quite a bit of damage, so I am going to need to shield this up. Sky Attack would hurt, and then I'm going to fire off the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt will not KO from this range, but it will get them quite low. Thunderbolt gets them low. Deoxys able to farm down. Back in comes the Gengar. It has a move, and that's going to be able to take out my Deoxys. The question is, can my Obstagoon get to the back-to-back Night Slashes here? Unfortunately, I believe I'm going to lose CMP on that second Night Slash. I fire off the first, get the shield. Gengar wins CMP. My opponent played incredibly well in that match, and we lose a heartbreaking game. Hopping into the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into Altaria. This is a slightly negative lead. I'm going to stay in this lead to start because I do need to get some chip damage, but I will eventually be safe switching out of here into DUBWOOL. I farm up, I'm going straight for the Thunderbolt. This will hit for some decent neutral damage onto the Altaria. The one thing I do need to be careful of is in case they have a fighter in the back, I do need to keep Deoxys alive, so I will commit the shield and then fire off the Psycho Boost. I'm hoping if at all possible to get a shield from the Altaria, and then I can safe switch. Psycho Boost, gets shielded, in comes DUBWOOL, and DUBWOOL is just so spammy with double kick, already at a body slam. Body slam, gets the Altaria low, and the opponent brings in their Vigoroth. The battle of normal types that are hitting each other for super effective. I fire off the body slam. That does quite a bit of damage to Vigoroth. The counter damage is adding up though. They're going to fire off a body slam. I should be able to survive this. And then on very low HP, fire off a last second body slam. Opponent lets it through, and DUBWOOL is able to take out Vigoroth. Altaria able to get farm. I bring in my Obstagoon, and they're going to fire off a move. I believe I should be able to counter down before they're able to get to another move. It'll be close though. Unfortunately, the game decides to lag. Please game, not now. And I am able to farm down. And in the back, they have rollout Dunsparce. And unfortunately, with 3 fighting fast moves on my team, I'm very well equipped to handle this Dunsparce. I'm going to fire off another Night Slash. This is just going to continue to add up. Dunsparce forced to commit a shield. And I'm going to fire off yet another Night Slash because they just keep farming up. So I may as well just spam out these moves. I get the boost as well. And they're going to fire off a move. They go for Drill Run. Drill Run not enough to KO. Unfortunately, Dunsparce does not hit particularly hard. I'll be able to counter down with the Deoxys. And that is a good game. Picking up a great lead in the next match as we lead Deoxys into another rollout Dunsparce. Dunsparce fires off a fast move, safe switches into Sableye, and I respond with Obstagoon. The fact that they switched in such a hard counter to Deoxys makes me think it could be a second ghost type in the back. And if that's the case, I need to make sure I keep switch advantage, so I am actually going to commit a shield in this matchup. Obstagoon doesn't have to shield a return there, but if I let it through, then I'm in a range where they can start throwing foul plays, so I'd rather just play it safe. I go for the farm down here. I realize I'm not going to be able to get it, so I fire off the Night Slash just before they reach the return. Night Slash gets the shield, and I'm not shielding here. I know this return is not going to be enough to KO, and this way, I leave with switch advantage and with even shields as well. Back in comes Dunsparce. Dunsparce looking for the farm down. I am going to fire off a Night Slash. Night Slash will do some solid chip damage. Can I reach a second? I cannot, and I die with the move. I'm going to bring in Deoxys. They're going to fire off a move, and we'll have to see what is that final Pokemon. They go for the Drill Run. In the back, it's Cofagrigus. Unfortunately for my opponent, my DUBWOOL is going to absolutely crush this Cofagrigus. Cofagrigus is going to fire off a move. I don't have to shield a thing. They go for a Dark Pulse. That doesn't even do half of my HP, and I'm going straight for the payback. Even if they do correctly shield the payback, there's just nothing that Cofagrigus can do in this matchup because a second Dark Pulse is not going to be enough to KO, so I don't have to commit a shield. I can very comfortably reach the payback. I'm going to slightly overfarm just so I'm throwing on good timing. Payback will KO, and then I'm not too far off of a body slam. Back in comes Dunsparce. DUBWOOL able to reach a body slam. The energy generation of double kick, incredibly nice. And that is a good game. Tricky lead in the next match, Deoxys into Shadow Golbat. While I can hit the Golbat for super effective damage with Psycho Boost, Golbat can return the favor with Shadow Ball. I'm going to fire off the Psycho Boost. Psycho Boost gets the shield. In comes DUBWOOL, and my opponent responds with Defense Deoxys. And we have payback for a reason. I'm going straight for the payback. Payback able to connect and does massive damage to the Deoxys. Deoxys continues to farm, and I reach a Body Slam. Body Slam takes down the Deoxys, and that is DUBWOOL taking switch advantage from yet another counter user. Back in comes Golbat. Golbat looking for the farm down, and they fire off a move just before I reach the Body Slam. Poison Fang is able to KO, and now I bring in Obstagoon. This is still not a comfortable matchup for Obstagoon, because as they spam out these Poison Fangs, the wing attacks are going to start adding up, doing more and more and more damage. I'm going to have to start shielding Poison Fangs here, whereas they can comfortably no-shield this first Night Slash. So despite the fact that I won switch advantage, which is incredible, things are honestly looking a little scary here. I'm going to bank the energy, switch, and catch the Poison Fang onto my Deoxys. Deoxys will be able to absorb that damage, no problem. Golbat is going to stay in. They fire off a move, and I go for the extra just because I know I would lose CMP there. They fire off the Poison Fang. I'm going to get myself as low as possible and basically just trust that whatever's in the back is weak to Obstagoon. In the back, they have Umbreon. They're weak to Obstagoon in the back, but I don't think my Obstagoon is healthy enough to take this out, which is quite unfortunate. And it is looking like my Obstagoon is just not going to be healthy enough to take down the Umbreon, which is unfortunate. I fire off the Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot able to connect, but at this range, even a foul play is probably KOing. They go for the last resort, and that is a good game. Hopping into the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into yet another rollout Dunsparce. You absolutely love to see it. Dunsparce banks a bunch of energy and save switches into Trevenant. I'm going to fire off the Psycho Boost. This will put it into 1 Night Slash range, and then I can safely bring in Obstagoon. And the fact that they're running Dunsparce and Trevenant means that this Obstagoon is going to have a massive amount of play versus their team. I'm going for the Night Slash straight away. Do they want to give up a shield? They actually do, but the thing is, I don't have to shield back. I can safely let this go, reach another Night Slash, and they're not going to be able to farm me down here. So I'm going to fire off another Night Slash and make them make a difficult choice. Do they give up the final shield? They do not, and down goes the Trevenant. They do have some energy stored on the Dunsparce. They bring in their final Pokemon, which is a Charm, Alolan Ninetales. I'm going to bring in Deoxys, because Deoxys, thanks to its incredible bulk, is able to tank this Charm damage. I'm going to shield up. Weather Ball would do a solid chunk of damage, and I'm going to be firing off a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is going to be doing some solid damage in return. They commit the shield. I'm going to fire off the Psycho Boost, and then it's DUBWOOL time to finish out this game. Psycho Boost able to land. In comes DUBWOOL. Can we double kick down here? We cannot, as they're able to reach a move. I'm going to let this go. My thinking is Weather Ball is going to be doing less than a Drill Run, so I let that go. In comes Dunsparce, and now I just get to spam out moves, firing off the Body Slam. Body Slam does a solid chunk of damage. I'm going to let this through. They fire off the Rock Slide. I'm able to tank it, and I reach the Payback. Payback will easily be taken down the Dunsparce, and we pick up the win. Hopping into the final match, seeing some pretty cool spice as we lead Defense Deoxys into Charizard. Deoxys does have a pretty decent matchup here. Charizard farms up, they save switch into Buzzwole. I'm going straight for the Psycho Boost. Psycho Boost able to land, and I'm going to bring in DUBWOOL. DUBWOOL farming up. This is enough for a superpower. I commit the shield. It is the superpower, and I believe I can double kick down here. It's going to be close, and I'm able to farm down. That's massive. I leave with a ton of energy. In the back, they have Blastoise. I'm just going to start spamming out Body Slams. I'm able to grab a shield. I'm firing off Body Slam number 2, and then I'm going to try and make it to a Payback. Body Slam, not going to do a ton, but this Payback is definitely going to hurt. Going straight for the Payback. Payback, able to land, switch into Deoxys, counter down the Blastoise, and that is a good game. All in all, I was extremely impressed with Double Kick DUBWOOL as a safe switch. Double Kick generates energy incredibly quickly, and the Stab Body Slam spam applies a ton of pressure, and Payback is an incredible nuke if you're going up against something like Defense Deoxys. As I mentioned at the beginning, the team I used, I did go positive with it, but it didn't go as well as I was hoping, so there probably are stronger team comps if you're wanting to use a DUBWOOL safe switch. But the main takeaway, and the reason why I still wanted to show these battles, is because DUBWOOL on the safe switch can be an absolute beast. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.